Blessed be and merry Yule Christmahana Kwanzaa Saturnalia to all of my Gemini people out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on with your astrological and tarot card forecast for the final week of 2024. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, I do have my end of the year blowout sale going on right now. And so if you're interested in getting in on that, you do need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or follow the links in the down bar below before the 31st when the sale ends. So what's going on when it comes to your week? How does this one go for you? How do we close up 2024? Well, on and around the 26th, we've got Mercury in Sagittarius forming a T-square to Jupiter retrograde in your sign and to Saturn in Pisces. And on the surface, superficially, this can look like a tough aspect. But this is actually a tough aspect with some big triumphs also in the mix. And we have a theme of hard-learned lessons with wins for everybody that comes out of this, because even in an opposition, Mercury and Jupiter play well. And for a lot of you, this is going to set up a second half of this week where a lot of hard-learned lessons, especially regarding partnerships, alliances, relationships, as they relate to your personal path and to your career, are going to be going through a big turnabout process. For a lot of you, this is going to be a time where we're going to be seeing where certain priorities, certain stories, or maybe even certain challenges have opportunities to be solved or even rectified, and also get some wake-up calls about certain decisions, both career and personal, that maybe we should have been making all along or a long time ago, and start setting things on some pretty damn good paths. Whether it's about personal projects, relationship priorities, or again, career advancement, it's all good for you. But again, hard-learned lessons might come, with some harsh medicine, but wins nonetheless. Medicine is medicine. On the 29th, we've got Chiron turning direct in Aries, which is your area of friendships, your support system, and your social network. And this is all about recovery from setbacks for everybody, which is kicking off on the 29th, but is going to be a huge theme of the months to follow as well. And when it comes to Chiron turning direct here for you, this is starting up a really important period where you are starting to get the social support system that is the best for you. Whether it has been something that has been a challenge in recent history, or maybe a place where you've been encountering blocks or even setbacks from bad contacts and bad associations, there is also a big focus of pulling closer the best. And for a lot of you, you may be noticing your social life going through a bit of a renaissance, and even some important relationships and friendships going through some powerful level ups as we cross on into January. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, Gemini, here is your tarot traffic. So your big spiritual theme or the big focus for your week is the Eight of Swords reversed, which is actually a really good card. The Eight of Swords upright, that's the one that's all about being stuck, trapped, bound, or over-attached, or stuck in a stagnant space. But when the card is reversed, the Eight of Swords is all about freedom, release, detachment, and even uncrossing certain corners of your world that have been crossed up with the wrong influences. And that's what this week is really all about for you. Because the Eight of Swords is reversed, this is also going to be a week that affords you a lot of escapes, especially when it comes to getting out of sticky situations where you may have been stuck to a circumstance or even people that have been consistently reintroducing issues or maybe unnecessary problems or setbacks into your world. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work, job, and finances, you've got the Magician upright. And this is kind of the rising star card. This is the card of being able to step into a position of not only greater prominence and responsibility, but also coming into a space where you are a lot more well-resourced, both financially and with whatever tools you need. And for a lot of you, you're kind of stepping into that rising star kind of role. You may find that you're actually getting a lot more value or a lot more respect from the people around you, Or if this is not necessarily you, this could be somebody that is getting closer to you and actually moving some kind of mountain or some kind of road to flow in your favor so that you can enjoy that kind of treatment and, of course, reap the material benefits as well. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Eight of Wands upright. And the Eight of Wands is all about accelerated developments and fast good news. And there could be something coming forward this week through a group or through a contact about some kind of plan or maybe agenda that you have been trying to get the show on the road with, or even something that you've planned that you can now enact or get down to business with now. This can also be accelerating developments in relationships. This can be accelerating developments in joint projects, joint pursuits, or maybe even speeding up the evolution of some kind of important team or collaboration arrangement or opportunity that's being put on the table. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Hermit reversed. And the Hermit reversed as a challenge is all about coming out with things that we have been keeping private, opening up, releasing, into the ethers what it is we have been maybe withholding. And for a lot of you, the Hermit reverse could be saying you need to be ready to be more visible, to be more audible, and to also be more accessible. A lot of the times with the Hermit reversed, you may also find that you've got to make room, make time for people to be more involved in your life. We see a lot going on so far already with people being very helpful and accelerated development socially. So you can't actually be a hermit and enjoy that at the same time, right? You don't want that stuff to fly over your house. You need to get out and get involved. And finally, for your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords reversed is showing where there could be a problem that comes up around a significant other, or maybe a partner is dealing with some kind of problem where somebody is actually maybe bringing or spreading misinformation, or perhaps even withholding important information. The King of Swords reversed can show up where somebody might be attempting to deceive or maybe even defame somebody. And sometimes this happens to a partner. This could be something that is happening to you or to somebody that you care about. Sometimes the King of Swords reversed, however, can also be a warning about something that is going on in a relationship space where we need to be extra careful about somebody that is hiding something that does need to be known, something that has to be known as an important factor before taking a step forward. They could be doing this innocently, or they could be doing it maliciously. And the same thing applies to those of you who are single or available. So take your time and see what needs to be fleshed out here, because there's something orbiting this situation that needs to be considered. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.